The second half of action as we are back underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Second down, here's Eason. Incomplete.
Eason's pass thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 20.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets 17. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Line 36. Line 36. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check third off.
This is Hunt. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
That's the score, Jets 28, Browns 20.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play action. It's Eason. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Eason. Flush to his right, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And it's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
4th down.
And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Pickup on the play. 1st down, New York.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Eason to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
To Nick Chubb. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 27-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Eason off the play fake. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. They'll call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
It's 4th down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. from the gun. It's a give to Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Hunt. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Jets.
On the carry, it's Chubb. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
New York.
Nick Chubb with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns 20. Chandler Catanzaro to kick off for the Jets.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ashton Davis in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards. On 1st down, Hurts. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
Makes the score Jets 35, Browns 27.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Nick Chubb with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Jets 42, Browns 27.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Hurts
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup
On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll go down at the 28.
35-yard line.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 26-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
There on the coverage.
They'll set up a throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. They begin this drive with Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.